Hey gang, how you doing? I just thought I'd do a quick video. I'm in the process of swapping out my get home bags. The 511 Rush 72 that I bought from Cabela's seems to be a significantly lower quality than the one that I got from a local supply company. So I'm gonna go there tomorrow and get a new one. So anyway, while I've got it all unpacked, I thought I'd just run you through it. So from front to back, and right to left, we'll start with the map book on the bottom. That's the back road map books for my local area. It's got all the trails, four-wheel trails, all that kind of stuff. There's the map of Alberta, a map of Calgary. There's a green reflective tarp on one side, green on the other. That's a poncho right above it. The big blue dry bag is my sleeping gear. The Thermarest right behind it, that lime green thing, is the Neo Air, I believe they call it. Picked it up for about $100 off the retail price. I think it was a demo or something. Behind there is in the big black stuff sack. The compression sack is my modular sleep system. It's got a Gore-Tex bivy bag, it's got a patrol bag, it's got a minus a bunch bag, and altogether the whole thing is apparently good to minus 35 Celsius. I have personally tested it to minus 24 and it was fine. Next to that, in the back, is my hydro flask. That's a 40 ounce. Right in front of it is the stainless steel clean canteen, also 40 ounce. So you can see how much extra room the insulated one takes. But in my area here in Alberta, in the middle of winter, if I'm hauling water around in that stainless steel thing and it's not insulated, it's going to freeze. So I need to have both. I need to have something I can boil it in, and I also need to have something that I can transport it in and actually drink it in. In front of the steel canteen are the Daytrex lifeboat food, and on top of that is just a spare lid for the hydro flask. In the back is some basic snacks and stuff like that. There's some water purification tablets there in front of the snacks. There's a stove and gas container. The stove is the Pocket Rocket 2 by MSR. You can pick it up for about $55. It'll boil a liter of water in just under 4 minutes, I guess. I've personally tested it boiling that 40 ounce clean canteen. It takes about 8 minutes to be a rolling boil. So depending on how you define boil, it could be a lot less than that. So I like a rolling boil, that's just me. In front of that, right in the rain notepad, pack of wet wipes. Got a shortwave radio there. This is a bunch of fire starting kit next to the shortwave radio. There's some cotton wool and Vaseline and cotton balls right here. These are magnesium tablets, or caplets I should say, so you can open them up and they burn really, really hot. So if that doesn't light your fire, you're in trouble. This is a Light My Fire Swedish Fire Steel. That's the 2.0, I believe they call it. Right underneath that is my Swiss Army knife, non-serrated one-handed trekker. There's a survival poncho by SOL. And in the back of that is a signal mirror, little star flash. And in the actual pouch, you guys can't see it, but I can feel it, is the 400 and some odd pound test line that I bought, and I cannot remember what it's called, but it's like a bank line, except it's not tarred twine. It's actually like a Kevlar thread. Anyway, right behind there is a 1 liter Be Free by Catadine, and that is a basically it's a collapsible water bottle, but it's got the filter built in. Underneath that, I've got 30 micro pure tablets and my bandana. To the left is the paratinder. So this stuff actually has a red inner thread that is combustible, and it's impregnated with firelighter. To the left of that is a set of binoculars, just a small pair, but if I'm trying to get home and I'm approaching from the mountains, I need to be able to sort of plot out my route before I go stumbling across a gorge or a valley that I didn't know was there. In front of that is my compass. Just to the right of that, and the compass is a Sunto MC2 Global. To the right of that is a roll of Gorilla Tape. This is a roll of Dacron thread. There's a needle inside that. These are some, they say bolt cutters, but they're not. They're fence cutters. They'll cut a chain link fence easy. These are rechargeable USB rechargeable AA batteries that can be charged with my solar charger here. This thing will charge up my phone in, it'll do it about 4 times, I think, from dead empty. I don't know who makes it. It was a gift. But I will zoom in on this so you can see it. It is a 15,000 milliamp hours. And that is the only information on the thing. There's my charging cable. That USB-C does my phone. And this actually will charge the battery pack from a USB. Got some just some dog spray. Got a little boo-boo kit there. I have a big first aid kit that lives in the Jeep, and if I need to hit the road and I'm using my Rush 72, the Molly pouch first aid kit will fit right on it. So, and I think that is it. I think that's pretty much everything. Oh, in the back there is the Mission Darkness. It's a Faraday bag. It's a really good one. They're not cheap. I think that one was about 130 bucks. And in that I've got my GPS is in there. I've got 2 little FMRS radios. I've got a ham, and I've got some batteries and 1 or 2 other little things in there. But that doesn't necessarily live in my get home bag, but the GPS does. Just in case the grid is working. And all the stuff to the left of that is just extra gear that I've got on the stove there. So that's it. Hopefully that's helpful for you guys. This kit has been trimmed down, rebuilt, repacked, restyled, reorganized, everything frickin' a dozen times. And this is what I think I need to be able to get myself home from Banff, which is my furthest sort of port of call that life takes me generally, and that will that's about 3 days, probably a 3-day walk in really rough terrain. I could probably do it in a day if I was on the road. So not too bad. There you go. It all told weighs about 30 pounds when it's in the bag. So not too bad. Could be lighter. I could probably ditch a lot of this heavier shit, but, I like to have it. I can always ditch it while I'm hiking if I decide that it's just too much and I'm not going to need it. So that's it. Have a great night, and we'll talk to you guys later. Ciao.